And you know what that means. That's right, it's Thursday. It's time for yet another edition of Sip and Snack. And I'll tell you right now, we are continuing this theme month. And basically, we've done a lot of things so far. We did Pepsi Fire, we did USA, and now we're going to continue the PepsiCo products. Next week, we're going to continue the PepsiCo products, and we're going to move on to the Dr. Pepper Snapple brand, and we're going to end with something that ties into July 4th, because it's the closest day I can do a sip and snack before July 4th. So this week, I'm going to do a little full disclosure. So, for those of you that know me pretty well, and if you're watching these daily videos, you probably should know by now, I would state that you probably know that I take surveys. I take surveys online, actually. I take surveys online just for extra money on the side. I mean, just how it works. Like, pennies here and there, it adds up after a while, especially if you have enough time to do a lot of surveys. And there's actually a survey site that actually gives you some products to test. And one of the products I tested is today's Sip and Snack. And I haven't had it since I was testing it, but I will tell you that's the reason why I've done all the Mountain Dew Kickstarts that exist. A few of those I did via surveys, and of course I couldn't talk about it at the time because I was kind of sworn to secrecy. But this is going to be one that I did do a long time ago, and now that it's available on store shelves, I can do a sip and snack on it. So, we won both ways. So, earlier this year, around April, Mountain Dew brought out something officially called Spiked. And it's really interesting that it is called Spiked because that's only here in the US. If you're in any Canadian markets, it actually is called Extra. And this is Mountain Dew Spiked. And for those of you that are wondering, oh, and you don't drink, and Spiked, that means alcohol. No, it doesn't mean alcohol. Spiked actually means prickly pear juice and cactus juice. Prickly pear cactus juice mixed together. And it's got no artificial sweeteners, real fruit juice. And it's in two different variations right now, lemonade and raspberry lemonade. So let me show you what they look like. This is the lemonade. And see right here, big words, non-alcoholic, yes. Prickly pear cactus juice is what it's spiked with. And it's got a splash of real fruit juice. Lemonade, Mountain Dew flavored. And then, of course, we have the raspberry lemonade. So, this is that same thing, non-alcoholic. So, I got my nondescript taster glass. I got my Ron White-esque glass. Not even a word. Ron White-esque glass. There we go. Enunciation is your friend, boys and girls. And we're going to do a little bit of a sip and snack, shall we? So, we're going to start with the lemonade. So, let me pop it open. Apparently, these are sold also in a freeze variety at Taco Bell. Don't know why I don't know this. I'm going to have to check those out. Taco Bell has these chicken chips that I keep hearing things about. I'm probably going to have to get some of those soon. So, let's try this, shall we? Looks like lemonade. Smells a little bit like lemonade. And it's been a while since I've tried this, so let's see what it tastes like, shall we? It's got an immediate tartness that goes away right away, which is weird. I know that sounds a redundant statement, but it's a tart lemonade, and then it just disappears, like it wasn't even there in the first place. You know how Mountain Dew has a distinct flavor? I say this every single time we do a Mountain Dew Variate. It's probably like a Mountain Dew with lemonade mixed in, and somebody just went and found a prickly pear cactus and just like juiced it. So, I like it. It's really good. And I'm going to try it out of the... There's the prickly pear cactus juice. It's in the aftertaste. Let me try it out of the actual can itself. Yeah. Tastes a lot better. More of the lemon taste to it. Like a lemon Mountain Dew with like a kick to it. Not like a heat kick to it, but I mean, just it has like a sting. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it's pretty good. I like it. Let me get some more water. We'll go into raspberry lemonade. So we're going to pop that open. Of course, it's pink. So let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Raspberry lemonade. Yep, there it is. There's the aftertaste in the end. A little bit of Mountain Dew aftertaste. Not much. With the raspberry, you have more of a kick to it as well. So it's like 2 kicks instead of 1 with the regular spiked versus the raspberry version. I don't know why I keep bouncing. Variation is what I was trying to go for, but I went with version instead. Let's try it out of the can. About the same. An aftertaste. Takes a minute to get used to, but if you can get used to it, this is really good. Let me see how much caffeination is in this. So, for those of you that are curious, and it seems like a lot of you are, both cans contain 140 calories, no fat, 100 grams of sodium, 34 grams of carbs, as well as 33 grams of sugar for the lemonade and 34 for the raspberry lemonade. So it's like 1 extra gram of sugar. No protein and 2% juice. So I'm trying to see how much caffeine is in this. 140 calories per can, just like I said before. 16-ounce cans. I'm going to guess it's got a whole lot of caffeine in it. So, it's pretty good. Not an energy drink like with the Kickstarts we usually do here on Sip and Snack, but it's still good. I enjoyed it. And if you get a chance to go check out the Mountain Dew Spiked, or if you're in Canada, the Mountain Dew Extra, I would totally recommend them. So let's do this, as we always do, to make sure that I can get a picture for the video. Yeah, so a thumbnail are your friends. Let me do that, and here we go. If I hold this long enough, then maybe, just maybe, they will say, hey, this is a good thumbnail for the video. How about we just pause here and see what we can do. So, both of these are good. Like I said before, lemonade, it's just lemonade and Mountain Dew mixed together with a little bit of prickly pear cactus juice, whatever that is. Still good. Got a little bit of an aftertaste to it, but it goes away. So, it's weird because usually aftertaste kind of lingers around, and these don't. They actually just go away right away. The raspberry lemonade, like I said, same thing, just add raspberry to it. These are really good, and I really enjoy them. So if you want to check them out, they're available in your local grocery store or convenience store. So that's your Sip and Snack for this week. Tomorrow is going to be the start of AJ Weekend here on the Podcast Network, like we always do every single weekend. Friday is going to be the newest episode of Fargo, as well as Saturday is going to move into Versus. Sunday is going to be AJ's movie review of The Mummy, and that's going to be coming your way. Gaming with Ash is going to be sprinkled out sporadically throughout the week. Obviously, it's E3 time. We're going to be talking all about that, or Ashley will be, and that's going to be discussed every once in a while here on Podcast Network. But I will say right now that if you like these videos, tell your friends about them, leave a comment, do subscribe, help spread the word about Podcast Network. If you haven't yet, go to Facebook, just take a moment, click like on our Facebook fan page. It's under Podcast Network. We have a Twitter account at Podcast Network, Zazzle merch at Podcast Network, and of course, we have a Patreon. If you really want to show support, that's Podcast Network as well. So all that's available. If you have any ideas for Sip and Snack or Versus or any of the other regular segments here on Podcast Network, or you'd like to become part of the guest star series here on Sip and Snack, shoot me an email, SirOwenDisney@gmail.com, or you can tweet me at SirOwenDisney. So, like I said before, AJ takes the weekend. We're back with wrestling content on Monday and Wednesday. The Raw podcast is going to be on Monday night at 11:15, 11:20 p.m. with Ashley and myself, Wednesday Wrestling Podcast, 9 p.m., talking all things pro wrestling. That's going to be coming your way. And back here next Thursday for Sip and Snack, continuing the soda series. And this time we're going to go into a snack. You ask yourself, how can you do a snack on something that's a sip? Wait and see. We're going to have some fun this week. So that being said, I want to thank you guys and girls out there for watching. I'm going to go to the Hard Rock and have me some dinner, and then I'm going to go to Universal for a little bit, and then I'm going to watch The Mummy. So until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all I got to say about that.